Greetings and greetings wherever you are, whatever time zone, whatever country, whatever lifetime. Welcome. And yeah, this is the weekly WeAwake group meditation, and we've been doing this for quite a while now, but it has become kind of a pillar in my life to get together and meditate with you guys. And as we work through the rather large, ever-growing library of transformational audio recordings that's what we do at WeAwake. So to come here and do it together and put our minds and hearts together and create some field that sends out good energy and between us and between all sentient beings. And by the way, I think the universe is sentient too. So I mean, it's one big sentient thing, but let's not get into that. So today we're going to listen to digital acupuncture. We had this been around for quite a while, and it has really beautiful nature sounds. We're going to listen to track 2, and this entrains the brain to theta, which is a really kind of low, slow, good for meditation, good for visionary experiences, kind of a bridge between the subconscious and the conscious minds. And been working with it for years. It's good stuff. And this is subtle energy here. It's still rather, I don't know, experimental, controversial. It hasn't been completely accepted by Western science, but so what? So a lot of other things, but it has been accepted by Chinese medicine for several thousand years. So I'm sure they wouldn't keep doing it if it didn't work, right? And I've had a few experiences. I've done Qigong and Tai Chi, and even trained with a Kung Fu master one time in California, and saw the strange things he could do. We were in the Army at the time, and I was at a language school. Anyway, there was a lot of soldiers and big old brawny Marines and whatnot, and he would just go like this, and we'd go flying, 20 feet. And you'd be sparring with him, something, he'd just touch you like this, and bam, it was like electrical current shot through your arm. And the next day you develop a bruise on the other side of the arm from where he touched you, So, and then this other one, there was some masters there because of international language school, and this guy was a Vietnamese master that they pulled out of some remote area, and he had me put a hunting arrow. If you've ever seen, a modern hunting arrow that they use to hunt deer, we've got these 3 razor blade like blades that all comes to this razor sharp point, and he had me put it right here and press it as hard as I could. Yeah, and this wasn't a fake arrow or anything. This was a real arrow, and I was freaked out. I'm going to kill this guy, right? This old guy, and just nothing, not even a mark. So what do you do with that? And of course, in Western cosmology, we think that the universe is full of dark matter, though we've never seen it, we've never measured it, we've never sniffed it. It's just I don't know, that's what they think. So we'll see. So anyway, a lot of things are out there, and we've been using this stuff with great success for a lot of years. So let's enjoy it now, and love to get your guys' feedback as always. And yeah, this anyway, it's better to use headphones in this because it does have some theta stuff built in, but the subtle energy stuff you can just listen to without headphones too, and it seems to work. So chi encoded nature sounds plus alpha brainwave state, pretty cool stuff. So without further ado, let's do this thing. It's just 20 minutes, by the way. welcome. I never know how to say welcome back. We didn't go anywhere, but I guess welcome back to looking at each other and communicating. Well, I hope that was a lovely experience for me. What a beautiful, beautiful track. And yeah, I guess I'm going to say a few words. You know, we're getting ready to release a new offering at WeAwake called Morning Ritual. And we just did a webinar on it yesterday. And Jonathan Robinson is, we created the transformative brainwave enhancing music to go along with the meditation, the guided meditation. But anyway, we just talked about the importance of starting your day right and having a positive morning ritual. And Jonathan Robinson has interviewed, you know, all these big names, Deepak Chopra and Mother Teresa and Oprah and lots of folks. And he said one of the commonalities there was that they all had a more, you know, these people that are, I think we would say they achieved a lot in their lives. Commonalities, they all had morning routines. They started that they realized the importance of focusing on themselves and putting themselves in the right space to so they could enjoy, be productive, meet their goals, walk their walks, live their life callings, mission, vocations, etc. And yeah, it's important. It's still not an idea that is completely gotten into our culture yet, at least not the culture I'm familiar with, you know, living in the United States and the West, is that you have to practice and work on yourself and cultivate yourself to be the best version of yourself. And I think a really simple way to do it would be just like, I think it's recognized that exercise is really important in increasing lifespan, increasing intelligence, dealing with depression, cancer. I mean, there's a whole book back at the other place. We live in Southern Utah. I don't have it with me. That just talks about, just examines all the evidence, and it's just slam dunk, you know. And I think people recognize that. And when I was growing up, there weren't a lot of gyms around. I mean, you had the YMCA, but you know, and anyway, we didn't. Somehow in I guess in the late 70s and the 80s, the gym culture began to insinuate itself more, which I think is a really positive thing. Obviously, it can be taken done in negative ways, where you I don't know, you pump yourself full of steroids and do all kinds of strange things. And but just the practice of exercising every day. And I think a really nice balance would be to have a daily practice, interior practice, say it's an hour, and then an hour of exercise every day. I mean, that's pretty, that would put you in an elite class of human beings. And can you imagine just kind of think what it would feel like, what your life would be like if you just really took that seriously? It's just like, it'd be amazing. And we can achieve a lot more than we think we can. And yeah, I'm pretty much a just habitual exerciser. And of course, as I've aged, my what I do has changed. I don't quite do the heavy weights that I used to do when I was younger, and but I still work the same body parts, and I've focused more on balancing it with cardio and stretching now. And then I play tennis every chance I get, and several times a week. And I'm living in a place where I can actually take tennis lessons now. It's a great joy. And I play mostly singles tennis, so I run around the court like a bunny, you know. At 65, people think it's pretty crazy, but Vanessa has played tennis with me, so she knows that's true. and of course Pam, my nemesis, my partner that we've been playing competitive tennis against each other for years. But yeah, so I just love it. It gets me in a zone. It just puts me in a flow state most of the time. And then sometimes you just really suck and it's really painful, but just kind of push your way through it. I was doing cardio the other day, and we're at the gym that I'm at. It's the cardio machines are up above these tennis courts, and so I was watching this one young man who plays very, very good, and he was playing doubles with some other, also really pretty advanced players, and his game was just falling apart, and he got really mad. He smacked the ball, and it came up and hit the window right in front of this woman who was doing cardio next to me. She said, wow. It was kind of a Djokovic moment, if you know what that means, if you're a tennis fan. But anyway, but then I noticed he was got all angry and stuff, and then he just kind of focused down and got his game back, and that's one of the thrills, or one of the trainings that you can get out of a competitive sport like tennis, because sometimes it's going on and sometimes it doesn't. But when it's not, it's just, okay, what do I have to do right now to get myself back where I need to be? This next serve, this next return of serve, this next ground stroke, I just have to focus on that. And I can't think all of the negative thoughts and everything. And it becomes a very Zen-like focus practice, which again, can really help in the rest of your life. And one of my gifts is I'm a depressive, right? So I struggled with depression for most of my adult life. And hey, it's been one of my major teachers. And it's made me practice and do things that possibly I wouldn't have, like meditation. I don't think I would have become such a dedicated meditator if it hadn't been for the depth of the suffering I was going through with depression. So, and also as far as physical fitness. So, and if I were wiser and better, I would have just adopted that stuff, just because it's the right thing to do. But maybe I wasn't that bright. So God said, here, have some suffering, see if you can, you can figure it out to do what you want to do. So it's made all the difference. So what I'm saying, yeah, realize that you can be a lot more than you think you are if you just put the time in, and just do it. Just get into that habitual mode. Yeah, it's what I do. So when, emergency happens, and the hurricane hits, or the tornado comes to your town, or whatever it is, the zombie invasion, your years of practice and working on yourself will put you in a good stead, so that not only can you survive, but you won't be a burden, and you'll be able to help other people. So you'll be able to be of service to others, and you'll keep yourself going a lot longer. So you don't have to be cared for, but you can care for others. And anyway, I prefer to be on that side of it. So anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you very much. And, ask yourself, is there anything I need to be doing in my life to make myself a more useful, a more viable channel for higher energy and higher love and greater wisdom and greater functionality, if you will. And because that's where our greatest joy comes from, when we can be of service to others and be a blessing to others. So ask yourself, and if it's like, yeah, maybe I ought to, just do it, for crying out loud. Life is super short, okay? But I don't think any of the time that I've spent in meditation and spent in exercise has been time wasted. It's been an anchor for me that has made all the difference. So anyway, enough of that. Thank you again. And that was digital acupuncture. We did track 2, and you can download the WeAwake app at the App Store or any other places that do that sort of thing, absolutely free. And then it can show you all, I think there's some free tracks there you can try out, but then again, it shows you all the many tracks that we have, and information on them, how to use them, what they do, what brain waves they're facilitating, etc. So anyway, use the tools, and you have it in your little omnipresent cell phone, and your smartphone becomes your temple that you can take with you wherever you go. It's really extraordinary, and it'll make your brain better, and make your soul deeper, and make your your tears flow more freely and make your happiness more authentic. So anyway, God bless. Thank you.